Yeah, 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 yeah.
Good evening.
Oh, kid, what's going on?
Nothing was said.
You sound like you just woke up.
Maybe 30 minutes ago. Had to set the alarm. It's been a rough
Okay.
one.
Is it? Everything all right? How's the kid?
Oh yeah, everything good. We just been today's his birthday, but he's not having a party this year, so he was like, "Oh, I don't want to spend it with you." So he went to his daddy.
Huh?
Well, my son is very active.
Oh, my brain.
Very, very active.
I don't know why. It's vibrating. I think
Black
it's
Knight joining and coming out. But no, when he figured out mama wasn't throwing him no party, he was like, I don't want to do no day with you. I'm going to my daddy. So I drove him there last night.
wow. So hold on. So why he not getting no party?
Because he's turning 12. And my son has literally had a party from 6 to 11 every year.
Okay, it's called tradition. What's the problem?
So, but it's not tradition.
Because you trying to break it. That's the part you gotta understand.
He wasn't supposed to have all those parties, but between job movement and out of state movement, I did those things to make him comfortable. But we've been in this new house a year now, and he has friends and all those things. I was like 13, 16, 18, 21. Those only 4 parties you got left, sir. Because I'm done. And taking on other people's kids, 6 to 8 of those kids a year is a lot. When you only have one. That's all I'm saying.
Wow, now you're trying to cut him off.
And his parties his party's supposed to be like one day. They always turn into a 3-day sleepover and stuff. I didn't feel like that this year.
Because you're a great parent, you know what I mean?
I appreciate that. However, Mama said no. See, the thing about it is, my birthday is tomorrow. Our birthday is a day apart. And I spend every year celebrating his birthday to the point where I get to my birthday, I'm so burnt out. I don't want to do nothing but sleep.
Oh, that's fine. Listen, kid, it's not about you no more, all right? It's about the little ones.
Well, as
you gotta wrap that up.
As we turn 36 tomorrow, it's going to be about me resting. That's what it is. That's what I want to spend my birthday doing. I don't want to go. I ain't pawing them off. Like, I called Daddy.
Ran them off.
You haven't thrown a party yet. Let's figure this out.
Oh, so you doing something?
Yeah.
Are you invited to that?
I always throw all the events and everybody participates. He was like, well, I'll take him to do something, but he ain't having no party, but I'll grab Lo Sumter, which is my little cousin from South Carolina, and he said I'll grab them and we could do something. So right now they're hanging out. I sent money for a cake, but mom was timed out this year. It's not happening. I put myself on timeout.
Listen, you had a whole 365 to get ready.
Absolutely not.
But
I told him last year.
Right there.
I told him last year, baby, we're not having another party until 13. I made it very clear. He said, okay. We don't really go back and forth about what I've set rules in. So. They don't do oral, but they want oral. Today we speak about who say that they don't oral sex, but they want oral sex. Was that the original topic? Did it change?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
There we go. I think.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, okay. I said, was that the original topic? Did it change?
It changed a little bit.
Oh, but I think it kind of still falls in though, right? Like we could eventually get to that part, I guess.
Yeah.
Where's Black Knight? He tapped in, tapped out. How was your happy Saturday? How was your Saturday?
It's I've been in the house. I'm on quarantine since Sunday, so I haven't been able to do nothing. Way better than last weekend. Yes, I still got this cough. It's not even close to being as bad as it was last weekend. Like I can barely talk. That's why this got pushed back from yesterday. So I woke up and then I just wouldn't feel it my voice, and then I was coughing, and I was like, I can't participate. I don't know if they're gonna want to do it without me there, or whatever the case is, because I'm the person that knows the behind the scenes shit. So I kind of pushed the time back yesterday from 7 to I think 7:30 or 8, and then it still wasn't up to it. So then that's why I ended up pushing it back. I forgot to message y'all. Pushed it back to today.
Gotcha.
But I'm fighting this COVID over here.
What are you taking?
Trying to kick my butt. I just okay. So my whatever I got, whatever variation I got, variant I have, is really just messing with my my cardio, right? Mm-hmm. So my breathing, really just making me way more congested. I had a bad fever, headaches. Fever, headaches. I was congested, and it was messing with my breathing. So I was like getting tired fast. Mm-hmm. And then the more I tried to talk, it caused me to cough, and it was like a dry cough that kept hurting my chest. So then I had to sit down. So I got medicine for that. They also got me on these multivitamins, B12, and a whole lot of other stuff. I got no stomach issues at all. No type of drowsiness. Oh, and I do get sleepy. I get tired. For some reason, I feel like taking a nap, and then I end up being asleep for like 3 hours.
Gotcha. I'm gonna put this link in the group chat. My daddy had COVID, and my classmate, she has an all CBD product store, and he took this tea for 3 days, and when he went back for his second test, he didn't have it anymore, but it really, really, really cleared him up. Like, you're not it's all natural stuff, but I'm gonna send you the link, and you can take a look at it, see if you want to buy it or not.
Yeah, you have to send that. So I've been here because I can't work. Working like, nah, motherfucker, don't come here. We get paid for it when we have it. We get paid, so that works. So I tested positive Sunday, and then I do something with paperwork, so I end up testing again Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I believe, and I got my results back Thursday. I was still positive, so
I'm just saying, if you wanna get better, like if you wanna clear that up.
Now I'm about to do something. I'm supposed to go on vacation in like a week and a half. I'm supposed to go back home. My first time being back home in Mississippi in like almost 10 years or something like that. And me, my son, and my mom supposed to be going down there to visit my grandma. So I ain't gonna be able to go like this. So I definitely got to do something.
Well, read about it, and then I got some here at home because I let my son take it regularly because, like, they're children, so they don't like to put on their masks and shit. So they don't like to keep them on. And I'll mail you too, and you can sample it if you want before you buy it.
All right.
You can read it and see if you want it, and then we can talk about it. But now, thankfully, it keeps us, and local honey. We had to buy local honey when we moved here because my sinuses are not my friend. She don't like me and I don't like her.
Damn.
So, local honey, get you acclimated with whatever's going on in your area.
Yeah, damn. That's to everybody listening. Matter of fact, hold on. On whatever platform you hear, for some reason, I think my alarm keeps going off, but I already stopped it. But my phone's still vibrating for some reason.
Like you ain't.
I don't know. No, it's like I'm on stereo for some reason. I'm on stereo, but my phone vibrating like it's like an alarm, like an alarm is going off, but it's not. I'm not sure why that's doing that. Anywho, say coffee online. Let's see if we get coffee back.
Because he's joining.
LA.
What's going on?
Bro, I just had a crack and I'm gonna get you right back, all right?
Y'all didn't tell me about the team colors. I'm jealous.
Is that what you talking about? Nah, I just put this on the. Did I hear Carl say he was just in an accident?
I don't know what he said. He said, I just got and I went out. That went out.
Because I think he just said he got in an accident. Goddamn, Carl.
I hope he's okay.
My brother got in a car accident yesterday by some type of city semi truck or something like that. Rear-ended him. I don't know what's going on nowadays.
Was it in Georgia?
It was up here in Wisconsin.
Oh, because I'm about to say, they had the traffic backed up on 20 for 3 hours yesterday.
I don't know what's going on. These big trucks got to be careful, man. Listen, man, if y'all on the freeway, highway, E-way, whatever you want to call the variation where you from, man, listen. One thing I would not do, and this is coming from somebody who's in the military. I done driven military 18-wheelers and shit like that. Them motherfuckers big, and when they pushing a lot of weight, they hard to stop. Not from the driver, but if they hit you, listen, you told to keep going. All right? I do not like driving. When I'm in regular vehicles, I do not like driving next to any big-ass truck. Fuck SUV. Talking about semi-trucks, I don't drive on side of them. I'm not trying to be behind them. If I have to go around them because, like, you know what I mean, the speed of traffic, and I'm on the E-way, I gotta go zoom past these motherfuckers as fast as I can and get in front of them or get ahead of them. Whatever. I will not drive on side of semi-trucks.
They don't bother me. My uncle drives 18-wheeler. He has for a long, long time. But he teaches us 18-wheeler safety. But in common sense, I would think it's common sense to know that if, say, your brake's bad, or as a personal experience, say you rent a SUV and you used to drive in a Honda Civic, it take a little more weight for that to stop versus your Civic. So think about this big ass truck behind you and people just be swerving in front of them and pulling out and stuff like that. Like, I don't want all of that coming into the back of my car. So I think people need to be more aware, because like, if he can't brake in time, you practically dead.
Man, listen.
But I love to go on the road and travel between two. Like going to Virginia. Yeah. Listen, save you so much gas. I ain't in no hurry.
Man, listen, good. Don't do it to yourself. All right. let the you see one trying to get past you or around you, whatever's going on, let that motherfucker through, people. Let that motherfucker through.
Yeah,
it ain't worth it.
Like, I'm not fighting with no 18-wheeler, especially here in Georgia on 285. Them trucks, like, they go on the road like, it ain't gonna be me who hurt, it's gonna be you. So let me through. Also, the consequences, that's how they act on the road. They do not.
Well, like I said, you get ahead of them and stay ahead of them. You know what I mean? When you get by, and this is another thing I seen when I was driven big trucks, semi trucks, having oversized loads. double, triple trailers and everything. There's people that purposely like. So normally on the military side, I've been in convoys, and we've had to drive our vehicles from the city where they was stationed at, and we've had to take them up north to where our base was at. You know how many motherfuckers like to drive between semi trucks?
Me.
For between? What? Why would you want to get between a semi truck with like a big ass fucking 50,000 ton vehicle on the back? Huh?
Like 3 lanes or 1 lane in one car, then a truck. Truck.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
But with us in the convoy, it'd normally be like maybe 60 vehicles total. But we won't drive together, so we'll break off, and it'll be like, so we don't crowd the freeway or highway, stretch of highway. We'll break off in the groups and we separate, and it'll normally be like 10 vehicles to a convoy. Those vehicles line up, like, so they always meant to go together. You was not supposed to cut into a convoy. Them vehicles is heavy. If something happens and you get smacked between 2 big ass trucks, it's gonna be bad for you. It's gonna be bad.
Absolutely. I haven't done it in a long time. Basically, I haven't driven like long distance in a long time. Because the older I get car sick. I've always gotten car sick, but the older I get, the worse it gets. Like, after about an hour and a half in the car, I'm done for.
Oh, no, after that, I can't. I really don't like driving. I don't even drive to work or home. I call a Lyft, and I got a car.
No, sir.
Every day. I go to work. I call a Lyft in the morning if my old lady don't feel like driving me off because she was about to be up and about. So I call a Lyft, go to work, and then I drive around because I'm a mail carrier now. I drive around in the vehicle, deliver my mail, and as soon as I get off work, I call a Lyft and I go home. Now, if I gotta run errands after work, then that's what has to happen. Whether I gotta take my mama somewhere, I gotta run errands for the kids or get something for the house. If I don't have to do it, I'm not doing it. If I don't have to drive, I'm not driving.
See, I have to drive.
I don't like driving nowadays, and people drive crazy up here.
Like, I have to be able to leave when I want to leave.
Leave where?
Wherever we go. Like, wherever I decide to go. Like, I don't want to stay when I don't want to stay.
Oh, there we go.
I was like, what happened?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay, let's get into that. What's going on, everybody? This is your boy. Black Knight is missing. Sound like he was involved in a car accident. This is what I heard, because I was kind of confused at first. I'm pretty sure I heard car accident. But we do have Axkia.
Right? We're going to pray it's not a car accident.
I feel like it. I'm going to text him. I feel like he said car accident.
I'm gonna pray that we miss her.
That's what you gonna go for?
Yeah, I wanna be on that side of it.
Oh, what you call said? Hold on. Is she online? You might be able to get her. So this how can I say this? how can I say this? What the hell happened? I don't know what's going on. Right. So this actually, I was involved in one of these. I got personal experience with this situation. Right. Well, I was almost involved in one of these happening. I was just like, it was weird. But then I kind of thought like somebody was just running game. Right. So this is back when I'll have to be 25 or 26. It's the only time I actually experienced this before. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So I was like 25, 26, I believe. And I think I was doing security, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I tell you. Hello?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I said everybody want to call, right? That's why I got myself on Do Not Disturb for a reason. Everybody knows 7 o'clock is my... I mean, leave me be. Now people have accidents. Mama calling. I don't know what she got going on. But anywho, so I was like 25, 26. And it was this girl. And I was doing security. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I was doing security. Fighting. And then it was this girl, she looked Caucasian. I think she was all Caucasian, I want to say, but she was like I ain't gonna say Caucasian. She was a white girl. She was white. I finna say she was like Caucasian, she was black inside, but that makes you white. So she was white, right? So she used to try to talk to me at work. And it was like I don't know what it's. I don't think y'all got them down south, but up here, this is a restaurant called Culver's, right? And she kept trying to talk to me outside of work, or at work and outside of work, whatever. I forget how she got my number, or I got her number, or whatever the case is. So she used to text me every now and then. So one day she was texting like on some other shit, right? And she was talking about what is going on? She was about me performing oral sex on her, right? So I mentioned, what? No, I ain't gonna be like that. You know what I mean? It's gonna have to be so and so in exchange, right? And I don't think I was serious because I don't think she was serious, right? I didn't think she was serious, and I thought it was just like it's kind of like how men and women kind of like but you don't really maybe like them like that or look at them like that or whatever the case is. For some women, you know what I mean? No disrespect. I thought it was like one of those, right? Because she was supposed to have a dude, and I was talking to somebody already, so I just thought like it was just like, you know what I mean? Like wasn't nothing serious, so I brought it up. Like, what? Nah, so no, you got to do this back. And then we started talking about it. And then she was like, oh, no, that's all right. I'm good. And I'm like, huh? Right? And it kind of confused me. Because you was just one who brought this shit up. Right? So I was thrown off a little. Right? For those of y'all listening, right? Topic is, they don't do oral, but they want oral. All right? So this is the first time I was introduced to this, right? This
I
girl,
personally don't see anything wrong with it, but continue.
Oh yeah, see what I'm saying? What coffee hit when you need it, man? Reese, you're gonna have a field day today, because this is ridiculous. So this woman brought up me performing oral, and again, I don't think it was serious, but let's just say it was or wasn't, whatever case, that's what the conversation headed. Me doing oral to her, but then drop the conversation about doing anything when I brought up oral. Now, of course, this is like 12, 13 years ago, right? So I ain't got no recent experience, but it came back around way later on. Not me, involving with one of my guys, I believe, and then again recently talking to another one of my guys. I'm like, damn, is this shit? This is. I thought that was like a one-time thing. Is this regular? There's people out here who don't like to perform oral, but likes to receive oral. Have y'all experienced it? Well, according to Kia does this. This is Kia's spot right here.
Not now. Not currently. But here's the thing. I was introduced to oral sex before I had penetration, right? Mm-hmm. And he never asked for me to return the favor, so that was never nothing I had to do. You know, like, that was working for him. So cool. Then we move into college space. I didn't have my freaky years in college. Like, I was in Columbia, South Carolina, and you know, I just feel like if a man offered to put you on his face at y'all first encounter, he do that for everybody. I shouldn't be participating. So as I started participating in sex, I just felt like, nah. Put this condom on, we could do what we do, and that'll be it. Because we're not doing that. And if you decide, just know that that's not a shared experience. That's not anything that I'm going to offer back to you. And I felt like that was okay. And, wow. You know, situationships happen. And I just feel like, you know, I'm not reciprocating that because I didn't ask for that. Like, I can safely say I've only done that for 2 men, and I'm okay with that.
Well, my thoughts on it, just to hop in. You know, E18, I'm going to just say, because I have had that happen to me plenty of times. Here's the thing. I'm going to just say, dudes are hecka manipulative, because this is what happens. Dudes think like, oh, if I give her head, it's going to lead to the outcome that I want, which is sex. So me, I'm very, very 100% clear. Not only are we not going to have sex, but if we're not in a serious monogamous committed relationship, I'm not going to put my mouth on you.
Amen.
So there was a situation that happened to me, you know, I'd say like a year ago, about a year ago, where I was talking to a guy, everything was cool, and, you know, he was like, man, I really want to, like, you know, deal with you, you know, sexually. And I was like, oh, well, that's not an option because we're not in a serious relationship. And he was like, oh, okay, I respect that. Here goes the manipulation. So then he's like, oh, please, I just want to taste you. I just want to taste it. This, that, and that. And I said, hey. You know, you don't have to do that because it's not going to give you the outcome that you want. So I don't want you to feel bad or like I'm playing you because I'm not going to put my mouth on you. And I'm also not going to have sex with you. So unless you're really, really, really into this, I don't know what is going to benefit you. But because I am who I am, or because he had perceptions, I think because he had thoughts about, I don't know his experiences with women, but I think he was just like, oh, she's just trying to play reserved. She's just trying to play like she's a good girl, or like she has morals and principles, or whatever he was thinking. But he wasn't a huge fan later on because I was very serious about that. You know what I mean? And he ended up, eating up like groceries, and that was a pleasant new experience for me. But I was like, I can't reciprocate, like, you know what I mean? Because I can't, to me, that's a level of vulnerability. So it's like, I can't be vulnerable to you in that way for me to put my mouth on you if I don't really feel connected to you. So, I don't know. I might be wrong, but if that's wrong, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I know what's wrong with y'all.
Either
one of y'all.
Amen. Amen to you.
No, don't amen that. What's wrong? Listen, y'all stop that. Listen, not condone the buffoonery.
It's not buffoonery.
No, it's real.
All right.
Styles, you in a committed relationship, and I am now, but these dudes be on their own time, and sometimes you just got to let them know, listen, sir, I'm not about to play these games with you. And, here we are.
To me, if you're not going to participate, you shouldn't be accepted. whether they wanted you to, whether they want to encourage you, like, listen, just go ahead and accept it. He's like, nah, you know what? I'm good.
Sir, after we
why you can't do that?
After we get these test proofs back, I'm not about to tell you no. So you give it. Okay? Like it's not.
Let me tell you how these thirst bucket dudes operate, okay? None of what you're saying is valid. You are a principled, moral man, okay?
What about y'all?
You are, I'm talking about you personally. You are a principled, honorable man, and I respect that. But let me let you know how these thirst bucket dudes out here operate. That doesn't matter, okay? They feel like the outcome that they want is to smash, and they will do whatever they need to do to try to attempt to smash, even if you're logistically telling them in the Queen's flipping English, it's not going down, buddy. Like, no licky licky, no sticky sticky. Like, you can tell them that in whatever type of way, and dudes will be like, nah, I'm gonna just take my chances. And then they get themselves mad.
Yo, what up, though?
What up, Max?
What up, y'all? What's good?
What to do, Max?
Ain't nothing.
Yo.
Hey, Max.
There's nothing wrong with this.
No, see what I'm saying?
What you say?
But it's because of y'all. That's why you don't think nothing wrong with it. Y'all women out here doing that.
Let me spin it out. If you were not in a relationship and you meet a woman and she just is like, I just want to give you some head.
You
like first date, she just like, I want to give you some head. And she do that. You putting your mouth on her first date?
Listen, it depends on the vibe, though. Like,
don't disrespect
it depends. It depends on the vibe for me. Like, it depends, cause like typically, like she gotta have a little bit more class than that. So she might, if she want to give me some head, I might just get turned off for the fact that she want to give me some head and be like, nah, show you roll us a time and a place for that, So I mean, shit. I'll be like, slow your roll, baby. Like, you already got me. Just like, calm down.
I'm sorry. I don't know you personally, sir, but either you're a unicorn or you just straight lying, because I'm not sure.
You gotta understand, once you get past a certain, I'm at the point of my life where I can get pussy anytime I want. So if I'm on a date with a chick, I'm not necessarily looking for sex. You dig?
Facts.
So if I'm taking a chick out on a date and she wants to have sex, that's cool. But if I'm in the mood, I might be like, wait, baby, like, you already got me. It's cool. Like, but if I don't like her and she's saying that shit, I might just do it with her what I want with her and leave her alone. But if she like cool and I fuck with her energy and her vibe, I might tell her, nah, like we can slow your roll on that one. You know what I'm saying? It's a time and a place for everything. And I think for the people like that don't know should know, yeah, sex is cool. but there's a time and a place for it. And sometimes the energy and the vibe might be so magnetic with you guys, y'all want to take it to that next level. But most of the time when that vibe is like that, and both parties are going to want to please each other. That's what I found.
So Max, have you ever encountered a woman at any part of your life that wanted to, or not necessarily a woman, right? Even a dude, not saying you go that way, but saying like your friends. Have you encountered anybody around you that had experience like, hey man, I came across a woman or I came across a man or whatever that wanted me to perform oral sex on them, but they didn't want to do it?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, when we was young, like when we was like in high school, all of us wanted to get head and none of us wanted to give head. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was young, it's only a select few of men that I knew that was giving women like going down there. Like that's why like when girls used to be like, oh, he ate my pussy, niggas used to be like, what? She lying. But like, you know, when you're younger, you know, as a dude, you just like, man, I just want some head. I want some head. So yeah, back in them days when you're younger, you just like, yeah, I just want the head. But like when you get older, you get more in touch with yourself and other people. You're like, oh shit, I'm gonna give her some head. You know, I don't mind going down there. If she pretty, you know what I'm saying, she cute, I like her, I'll do it. But like, you know, when you're younger, of course, you're just gonna be selfish and be like, I just want the head. You know what I mean?
Listen, I don't know, man. I feel like once you're grown, it's weird. It's a weird situation if you grown and you telling another grown person that you would like them to perform oral sex on you, but you're not gonna do it back. That's.
Well, I had a girl last night. I was on the phone with a girl, on stereo with a girl. And she was like, she was about to call this girl to just come over and give her some head and leave. I was like, that's kind of dangerous because, like, you know, like that girl really might fuck with you. Like, she was like, yeah, but I just want the head and her to go. I'm like, well, I mean, like, you don't want to give her none? She was like, well, I ain't say all that. Well, I'm just like, it has to be an equal thing, you know? It has to be an equal thing. You can't just.
That's what I'm saying. You can't be asked. You shouldn't be asking to receive something that you're not willing to give.
Absolutely,
that's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
I said it's my opinion. What are you talking about?
That's not true. Okay, I disagree. Disagree. Because
did you hear what I said? I didn't. Sex was not in my statement just now at all.
Let her go. Just let her go. Let her go. Just let her go. Calm down, nigga. Calm down. Let her go. I want to hear this shit.
So
I want to hear this shit. I really want to hear it.
I'm a hard work woman. I do a lot of things with my life. And I feel like if somebody wants to treat me and they want to show me a way that they want to like cater to me in that way, and I've been 100% clear that I'm not going to do that to them based on these parameters. Because, like, I mean, I'm not just a pure savage out here. I'm like, hey, I'm not going to put my mouth on you because we're not in a serious monogamous relationship. Because we're not really, like, on, you know, we have no exclusivity. So, like, I probably shouldn't be, like, I'm not going to, you can't penetrate my mouth is what I'm saying. So, at that point, I feel like I'm very clear. I'm very clear on that's my boundary. So if you choose...
So what can he penetrate?
Nothing.
Interesting.
So she wants to participate, but she doesn't want to participate.
If y'all peers out here being low head hunters because they choose to be, can y'all really be mad? Like,
that's what I'm saying. You know, he was the one that, because this is what I'm saying. He did that, and I've had, and it's, I'm gonna just say, it's not just black dudes that be on that, okay?
See, the problem is, y'all peers don't be being honest with y'all. But when they get with women, when they get with women,
wait, where's the problem? I don't see a problem here. Where's the problem?
I don't see a problem. Seriously, we wrong.
I don't think you're wrong. I think you are entitled to your opinion, and you should be able to live in your truth and do what you want to do. I'm not here saying you shouldn't be doing something. I'm not your fucking pop. No disrespect, but I mean, like, I think for me, I live a lifestyle where I would say, like Jadakiss said, what's good for me ain't good for them. You know, that's what I say. I live my life. Everybody should do the same. And I feel like if that works for you, so be it. But what I'm not going to do is like tell people this is how they should do it. You know, just do what's good for you. If it works for you, what the fuck, you know? It is what it is.
I mean, it's clearly working for us.
Yeah. I was cool with it.
I mean, I live in
mainly
I live
women
in the real world, not internet and Twitter. Like on Twitter, that's when you hear people complaining and saying, "Oh no, that's in the real world." People don't be giving a fuck up. Like, do what you do. I live in the real world.
And just to be clear, you know, I don't believe in setting men up for Law and Order type situations, which is why before I even come to your crib, I put all these parameters on the table because I say, hey, if that's not something you're cool with, what you mean? You can't come to my house. You can't. Oh, you don't need to know where I live.
You just said earlier that you're not trying to participate or be penetrated in no type of way. So why are you going to any dude's house?
Oh,
yo, ass should be in a motherfucking bubble somewhere.
No. You can't come to my crib. You don't need to know where I live.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but what are you going to his house for?
Oh, so we can kick it and play Uno.
But why can't we just get a Motel 6? I'm playing.
What?
Oh, I'm not going to a motel. Like, no.
Listen.
Absolutely not. No, that's a setup.
Listen, kick it.
But see, this is why I like to go to the park, man.
You don't kick it.
You can go anywhere. You don't even gotta go to my house. To be honest, I'm gonna keep it real, nigga. I don't like girls coming to my house like that. I really don't. I don't like. I really don't. I don't like. I be hating when they get comfortable and be like, "Oh my God, whose picture is that?" It's like, "Oh my God, no woman, you don't gotta be in my house." I don't like nobody in my house. Not even women. I don't like my homeboys in my house. I don't like nobody in my house. I like to be in my house by myself.
So, y'all peers be easy targets once they see there's a possibility they might get some hot pocket. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna tell you.
Y'all like to try to take advantage of that.
But like, there's different. Every girl is different, though, right? So like, a girl like you, obviously, a nigga couldn't do certain things with, but another girl, perhaps, you know, different things could be arranged, you know. So I mean,
and this is what I told him. That's what it was. Listen. And this is why I was very clear, because I was like, we're not in a relationship. I'm talking to other people. You're talking to other people. I'm 100% sure you're getting your sexual need met elsewhere because I'm not meeting that need for you. So I'm not tripping. I'm telling you, you're not going to get that need met with me. So you don't have to go out of your way to try to turn me on or trying to get me all hot bothered, thinking I'm going to be out of my mind because you're like getting near my hoo-ha. Like, I have more self-control and discipline. So I don't want to put you in that situation. But if you offering,
but see, it depends on what type of girl.
That's the stupid situation,
because like, I'm the type of nigga, right? Like, for example, let's say hypothetically speaking, right? I'm the type of man that if I really, really, really like a girl, I'm not going to pursue her in a sexual way. I'm a charmer, right? So I'm the type of nigga, like, I'm gonna, if anything, she would make the first move on me and make that dance first, because I'm not leading with that, because if I really like you, I want to pursue a future with you. And to me, sex is in the back seat. You know, that's gonna come when it comes. It's not a priority, you dig? So it's more so like, I want to see if me and you can match and we can build something, right? And the sex will come, and when it comes, it won't have to be a question of when, who, what, when, where. It will just happen. So I tell fellas, if you really, really like a girl truly, just keep it cool and be cool with her. Just be cool with her. Keep her as a homegirl. You know, have her around. You don't even have to be sexual with her. Like, it's something about chemistry and tension that will just build over time. You don't even have to show. I wouldn't even get around the thighs. Like, baby, like, come on.
Okay, let's play this. Let's play this message.
I thought tonight that Perfect Trouble was gonna be the one on bullshit. Oh my motherfucking God! What are we talking about here? Go over a nigga house. You don't want to be penetrated. You want to play Uno? Stay your punk ass at home.
Wow!
I'm not gonna talk block tonight. Amen.
This is what I'm saying. That's why I said she should be in the bubble somewhere.
It's a universal
going to a
Is that what you
dude's
want to do?
Why you going to a dude's house if you don't plan on and y'all not on that level? I don't get what you.
But y'all can't have a platonic friendship and y'all just hanging out. Like,
Wait.
Is it a violation to visit his home?
Wait.
She
It's a
just
violation
said he can't visit her home.
It's
He
a violation
invited her
to visit
there.
his home
But
unannounced.
those are boundaries that she set. I personally understand.
But what about the boundaries that I set?
There's nothing. But if those are the boundaries that you set, she don't have no choice but to respect that.
Absolutely. So don't be coming to my house trying to play Uno. We could do that somewhere else.
But that's you.
First of all, I think y'all are hating on Uno. Okay.
Uno is a toxic game that needs to be played with more than 2 people. Let's be honest, though. You
Not
can't
Uno Stack, not Uno Stack, not Uno Stack.
Come on, man. I like playing Uno with my
play
friends.
Uno
I can't play Uno with just one person. That's lame. Let's play fucking cards or something.
I play Uno Stack,
goddamn.
and no, the Uno that I play, you can write your own rules in the wild cards. So my game of Uno is lit.
I hear you.
So,
I hear you.
right.
Again, this is how. Because again, the bigger picture is this is how people get in situations, right?
Like what?
Situations that they don't want to be in, right?
But how when you're being so clear?
You listen to what I'm saying. You think you being clear would stop somebody from being in their emotions per se.
No, I don't think that.
You think you don't.
But that's something she can't control, right?
You
can't control a person's emotions.
I'm not. Which is why I'm saying what I'm saying. So why put yourself in that situation? This is what I'm saying.
Here's the thing.
Women have did this and putting themselves in compromising over anything. Listen, listen to what I'm saying. Because a lot of women done been in these situations and got raped. This is a fact.
I gotta go.
Not saying that that's on them. Not saying that that's on them, but why would you put yourself in a compromising situation?
But
if you don't want to participate in sex, cool. Don't participate in sex. Don't say, hey, man, I don't want to participate in sex, but I'm willing to take it if you're willing to do it, because once he's willing to go further than that, you're not trying to do anything. So then what is it after that? A debate? Maybe an argument?
It's not a debate.
Or whatever the case of people in there.
But he should respect
but
her.
You participate in the foolery. But this is why
I guess your rule. I guess your rule is I can't interact with a man. I can't be around a man. I can't talk to a man. I can't be in his house. I can't be in his presence because I'm not willing to have sex with him. That's a good rule. I'm not gonna do that. But okay. But I get what you're saying. I don't try to put myself in unsafe situations. Any situation could be an unsafe situation. I could be a consensual adult. I could be completely consensual and be like, yep, we can have sex. I'm down for it. He could start doing some mad freaky junk, and I could be like, I really don't want to be choked, or I really don't want to be slapped, or I really don't want to be whatever, and then he could violate me no matter what because he's in his feelings. You take a risk like that when you're with women. You take a risk like that because I will say women also sexually assault men. It's not talked about, but you take that risk either way it goes. So I do understand not putting myself in unsafe situations, but I mean, I can't live in fear like that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna make myself live in fear.
And we all got choices. You just make sure that you're willing to pay the price whenever some dumb shit comes up.
Listen.
Now, what I was saying earlier,
myself in.
Shouldn't nobody, because I didn't mention sex in what I said. I said, if you not willing to reciprocate anything, you shouldn't be asking to receive. You can put that across anything. Nigga, don't ask me for $1,000 if you can't never give me $1,000. Don't ask me to come after you and watch your back in a sticky situation if you ain't gonna never watch my back. Don't ask me to do for you if you can't never do for me. You shouldn't even.
But if
ask.
I tell you I don't have any money, and you offer me $1,000, I'll say no, there's no way I can pay you back. But my plan
don't
is
take
to
the
tell you that I
$1,000.
understand. Okay, well, I don't know. I mean, that's.
Don't take the $1,000. Then when he comes to you and he wants that $1,000,
very unrealistic.
And you say, "Hey man, I ain't got that $1,000." He said, "Okay, well you could do something else then to give me that money back." And, oh, well, I don't want to do nothing else.
Sir,
somebody can ask you, "Well, why did you even participate?" This is what I mean about participating in the foolery. This is why it's foolery. Why? How selfish is that then for you still to accept something that you ain't willing to do yourself?
I didn't say it wasn't selfish. I advised him against it multiple times.
But you still accepted it. So there's something wrong with you and your ego that you would still accept it. This is what
absolutely
I'm
saying.
Not. That's not.
That don't even make sense. That don't even make sense. What's wrong with y'all today?
No, because the problem is, so to back up, what you're doing is feeding into the stereotypes that men can't control themselves. Because
no. I'm just talking about men and women. But both,
when you say that she can't go over and put herself in a predicament so and so, like that means because that the other person don't have no self-control, and we as
adults know where that can lead. So that makes it seem more like that's a game. You say, "Hey, I don't want to have sex, but I know that you want to have sex. So what I'm gonna do is take that situation off the board to where we don't even have to go there." But she's saying, "I know this dude want to have sex, but I don't want to have sex. But I'm gonna go over to his house at nighttime and then make up a dumbass excuse like playing Uno."
It was nighttime.
You ain't finna go in my house. You ain't finna go to don't do house in the daytime, afternoon, and none of that to play no motherfucking Uno.
Yes, you can.
Ain't no dude even letting you. Nigga, I can go play basketball. I can go kick it with the guys. I can go to a movie. I can go talk to a girl who really gonna put out. Why would I sit in the house and play Uno?
The problem is y'all friends don't be being honest with y'all.
Men
turn into putty for women. Period.
No, that's false. Because no woman can tell men about men. You think we don't know what men do? We know what men do. We know what women do.
But as we sit here on the
men
other
are
side,
right.
having these
No, I'm not on their side. I'm not on their side. Which is why I just said, why would you put yourself in a compromised situation? This a dude saying, coming from a dude perspective. I know what a woman, you know how many women dudes done dealt with and said, "Listen, we just friends," and then they let the dude smash anyway? Well, you know how many women say, "Hey, let me come over and cry on your shoulder," and then the dude smash? You know how many women say, "Oh, I'm in a relationship, I'm in a monogamous relationship, I'm not a cheater," and then go over to a dude house and the dude still smash? So for a woman, a dude hearing, "Oh, I don't really want to have sex, but let me come over your house and chill in your dude off the table," because women make up all types of shit all the time about what they not gonna do and still do it.
So for those women that don't stand in their truth, that's not on us. We don't have those.
Can I
But this is
counter
what I'm saying. But if that's in men's head, that women say a lot of shit that they don't mean. Right? For every one of y'all that might stand on, "Oh, I'm sex is off the table," there's 25 of y'all that sex is on the table all the time, no matter what they say. Whether they in a relationship, whether they married with kids, whether they happy or not, they'll do it anyway. So for one girl saying that, so
can I counter?
This is what I'm saying. So it's ignorant then for us to sit here and pretend like, "Oh, because I told the dude sex is off the table, he should in his head just know it's off the table." When the 25 women before that said it was off the table. So this is why I'm saying. So why put yourself in a compromising situation is all I said. I know can no female tell me more about men than me.
Okay.
I know niggas is petty. I know men to sleep with anything or say anything or do anything. I know all that.
Okay, can I counter?
I know all that.
Let me counter. So this guy, we did reach a point where he got upset. He was like, well, how long is this going to go on? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, you're selfish. You're the most selfish person I've ever met. I can't believe it. La-di-da-di-da. You haven't done anything to me. I'm doing all this stuff. I'm pleasuring you. Wow, woo-de-woo. Like, as a matter of fact, don't come to my house. Because if you're not going to have sex with me, I don't even want you to come. And I said, hey, I respect you. I respect your choice. And I'm going to, I ride with you. So, yep, I was like, hey, don't talk to me like I owe you something. I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you access to my vajayjay just because we fooled around a little. I told you didn't have to do that. But if you're to the point where you feel sexually frustrated and you no longer want to see me and talk to me, you have that right. I totally respect you. So I was like, okay, don't try to check me like I'm supposed to bust it open for you because you're trying to give me some whack ultimatum like I'm 15 and asking to go to a party, but do you. So I didn't snap. I wasn't disrespectful. I completely encouraged and supported him. And I was like, okay, deuces. Peace from the Middle East, bro, him a kiss. And I did. And you know what happened? About 4 or 5 days later, he hits me up like, oh my gosh. It was like 4 days. He's like, text.
Hello?
She muted.
In the middle of her talking?
Mm-hmm.
Your mic muted, Casey.
And I just really wish things could have been a little bit different, and I'm sorry I disrespected you. I shouldn't have came at you like that. I really enjoy your company. I have a good time when we kick it. Like, can we please hang out again? I was like, now wait a second. I don't want you to try to say let's hang out because I'm still not gonna bang you. And you also don't have to give me head. But if you choose to give me head, that's your business. I'm not gonna be in your business. You be in your business. But a requirement for me is not to reciprocate if you want me to interact with you. And he was fine with it. So why am I the villain?
Who said you a villain?
Anybody?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who said
you
a
guys
villain?
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not the villain.
Who said you were a villain?
I personally don't feel like she put herself in a compromising position. She laid all her cards out. She said her truth. No matter what he expected, she said her truth.
Who said you were a villain? Is what I'm trying to figure out.
Or I don't think I was putting myself in a compromising situation either because.
Did her voice go out again?
No. Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
One time you sound clear, the next time it sound like you on speaker or something. Your sense is getting cut off.
My Bluetooth, I got a call coming in, so that ended. But so I'm not the bad guy. I'm not wrong, and I don't feel like I'm putting myself in a compromising situation because
that's all your opinion.
Okay. Fair.
You entitled to that, even though you don't think you're wrong, but there's a next level of selfishness tied to that. So
I'm fully aware of that. I'm fully aware of that.
So it goes back to the question. Why do you have to participate in these situations? Why what is
I don't
it that
have
you can't
I
be like?
choose to.
You know what I'm saying? So there's no reason.
There is a reason because
you just do it just because. That's not a reason.
No,
you do it just because.
No, there is no just because. I do it because I enjoy it. Because my pleasure.
Ain't you the same person that said you kind of waiting to marriage, but not really? You waiting to participate in sex when you find the one. So why are you even doing any type of extra stuff?
Because I choose to. Because I get that choice. I get to express my body and my sexuality the way that I want to. I don't have to stay in a bubble.
So are you waiting till you find the right one for a marriage or no?
That's not a stereo conversation. But anywho,
what's that stereo conversation?
That's not a stereo conversation. But anywho,
that goes into that plays a part.
That's not a stereo conversation. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is
that's a you don't want to participate in oral.
I'm participating
but
in the
asked
way
for
I
oral conversation.
I didn't ask him to do anything.
That goes into the topic.
I didn't ask him. That's what I'm saying. I didn't ask him to do anything. I never came over and said, "Man, I could really use some head right now." That's what I'm saying. I didn't ask him. Right.
This is about people who don't want to do oral, but they want oral. And I'm asking, can you explain, since you participate in this, can you explain the rationale behind it?
The rationale behind it is, if someone is voluntarily offering that, and I'm making it clear that I'm not interested in reciprocating, but they're still insistent on doing that, I'm okay with receiving that without participating, because I'm not tricking somebody and, putting them in a trick bag or something. I'm not saying, oh, I'm going to do it too. Like, gotcha, me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like, I'm just being super clear about it, So I feel like if I'm being more than overtly clear and you're still choosing to do it, and I'm telling you out the gate multiple times, every single time I haven't changed, I've just been consistently like, no. And you're not even consistently asking me because you already know what it is. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like every single time he was doing that, he was like, oh, please, let's, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes he would ask, like, can we go further? And I'm like, no. But here's the thing. This is the reason why I was okay with it. Because he knew what it would take to get more access to me. And he wasn't interested in having more access to me. Right? So I didn't fault him for that. I wasn't mad at him for that. He ended up getting a relationship with another chick. After we got into, we didn't get into anything. After he got into some crazy, messy drama with some other chick. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't tripping over anything because I was like, you're sleeping with other girls, so I don't need to fill that capacity for you. Like,
Reese, I know you down here listening to this foolery.
Don't do that.
Because I ain't heard no rational response yet. I still keep hearing, I do it just because.
I didn't say I do it just because. I don't know. What would be an irrational response? The rationale is because I do it because I receive pleasure and I am okay with receiving pleasure. I don't know why that's not a good enough justification, but because me getting pleasure is important to me, so that's not a good enough justification. That's just because.
That's like an excuse. The same people who do drive-bys on people we use. I thought I was going to have fun and doing it, so I did it.
I mean, that's not what I said at all. I said because I receive pleasure and pleasure feels good to me, so I'm okay with receiving pleasure.
Okay, sound like serial killer shit. What's the difference in what you're saying?
Styles, you are a hot mess, okay? Because that is not the game.
Listen, they do what gives them pleasure in doing. And when you ask them why a serial killer, why you do this, because man, I just have fun in doing, so it does something to me. That's why I do it. And that's the reason you get it.
So, why do you receive head? Can I ask? What is the purpose of you receiving head? You personally. Give me a better answer than what I get. What is the purpose of you receiving head?
My situation, I don't. For one, I enjoy vagina way more than oral sex. If I participate in oral sex, it shortly lasts because I want vagina. That's me personally. I don't receive vagina or I don't receive head just because I want head. I don't ask for it. It's not a requirement. She don't have to do it or whatever the case. She gives it because I do it back, and I do it because I'm willing to do it to her at any point in time. That's just how a relationship goes.
So it sounds like there's no reason for you to do it.
What you mean? I do it to her because she gets pleasure in doing it. I would be cool not getting it, but she does it back because I do it to her. It's a quid pro quo. It's not that I ask for head, or I'm down to put myself in a situation for something I'm not willing to participate in. I don't ask for head, thinking to my fact that I'm not gonna give you head back. Now,
so it sounds
I have been in a situation to where a situation was just hold on, push this door up. I have been in a situation to where it in a pretty much a strictly sexual relationship, and then there have been times where she just wanted to please me, but it's never been because like, oh, she pleasing me and I got the intent to just not please her. It just wasn't that situation. Outside of this situation, when we at the crib or at the house or something, then it'll be different. You know what I mean? I've never participated in that. I'm not willing to participate in something that I'm not willing to do for somebody else. That's just me, period. I don't understand. I never even understand why somebody would and that's why I said what I said earlier. It don't have to be about sex. I don't get a motherfucker who tell a person that, hey, I want to be in a relationship, I'm not getting in this relationship, and then turn around and be cheating on a motherfucker. I don't understand that either. That's another level of selfishness. Like, oh no, so you kind of playing the, you know what I mean, this card. That's weird to me. Now I do get, again, situations where it just might seem, or in the moment it's one-sided. Somebody pleasing you is one-sided. You know what I mean? Like maybe your girl wants to look out for you orally, but maybe she's going through her monthly situation to where, you know what I mean, y'all not gonna get that done. I can't knock you for that. You know what I mean? That's your girl trying to look out for you. Cool. But y'all both know that when that situation passes, that y'all gonna be back to doing for each other. But for a person to be like, I'm never doing that, but I'm willing to take it, it's kind of weird.
I mean,
I didn't say nobody was a villain. I didn't say nobody was a bad guy. I said it's weird.
Okay. Well, you're entitled to that opinion. I didn't think it was weird. He didn't think it was weird. You know,
you would never think it's weird because you're the person receiving. Why the fuck was you?
Exactly. Others before him didn't think it was weird.
If a girl always gave me money, I wouldn't think it's weird. I'm going to fight for her to continue to give me money. I'm going to argue for her. You're not going to think it's weird because you're benefiting from it.
Exactly. So I mean,
we don't see
anything wrong with the thing. If it was vice versa, I wouldn't think it's weird either. Like if I was like, oh, I just really enjoy giving head. Like I get pleasure from that. I would rather give a dude head than get head. So like that really turns me on. So like, baby, you don't got to do anything for me. Let me just please you because that's what gets me off. That's not weird, in my opinion. That's just somebody wanting to please their partner and not wanting to be reciprocated to in that way. Me and him, we're not partners. We're just cool. We're just cool people. We just talking. We just, conversing, trying to get to know each other a little bit better. And if he's receiving pleasure out of this, I can't knock him for that. That's the way. He fully was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And then we stopped completely communicating. And he came back to me like, man, I miss your presence. I'm getting something out of this that, that only you can give me.
What the fuck are you talking about, Casey? Who talks like that?
Hey. People talk like that.
Okay, see, you lucky your dude not on stereo. So I'll be inboxing him right now. Like, bro, come get your girl, bro.
Listen, I'm not even
people just run into dope people and they company. There's nothing wrong with this.
That's what I'm saying. I was surprised it lasted as long as it did, to be honest, and I was not upset. I was a little salty that he got a girlfriend, but I wasn't upset because I understand I'm not fulfilling your needs in that way, but you're not on that. You're not, you're not going about that route with me. So I just took it as that's not what you're on.
So a dude had a girlfriend that he was most likely involved sexual with, and you still let him perform sexual favors on you.
Well, I mean, he didn't get the girlfriend until later on. They didn't start, they were Facebook official, all this stuff. And I was like, dang, what's going on? He's like, you know what? I'm so sorry. Like, I really wanted to tell you, I was going to tell you today. That's why I wanted to meet up with you. you know, because I just wanted to like do this the right way because you're, you know, you really cool, but like, you know what I'm saying? I knew her from way back. But, you know, I was like, okay, well, it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. Like, I couldn't get mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't get upset.
I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Y'all seeking help at any level, you know what I mean? Especially you, Keith.
I don't need no help. I'm out here fully committed. Prior to
now
time of my life.
You are retired. You know what I mean? I'll give you that.
Prior to I was having the time of my life. You know. I listen, here's the thing. I am 100% transparent with who I am. You getting in your feelings about any situation that you brought upon yourself is not on me. I don't take responsibilities for other people's feelings. I'm only responsible for what I say. How you interpret it, that's kind of in line with who you are, your perspective, your own trauma, and things like that. On how you perceive what I say. That's not on me. That's not my responsibility. That's not anything that I'm ever going to take on. So, because I've always operated in the same way, I've just grown up. I don't ever see, I guess I would say, fault in the things that I've done. I don't really make choices that I regret. Here's the thing. You brought me a situation. I told you, hey, this is what I can do. This is what I'm not doing. And if you choose to move forward in that, that's on you. Whatever feelings you develop from what we're doing is on you. Because if I don't reach those same feelings, we're at an impasse at some point anyway. So that's not on me. That's on you. Because me personally, I've never met anybody that all of a sudden feelings changed except my ex-boyfriend. But when my feelings changed, I was like, listen, there's something going on here, and I need to deal with that. And tell me where you stand with this, because, you know, something's changing. But I'm always honest about what's going on, what I anticipate, and what I intend to happen. And what I don't stand for, I don't stand for. What I already said no to, I'm not doing. There's nothing that you can do to change my mind. So if I meet you and you like, that ain't no different than when you've been younger and niggas used to be like, oh, I could just put the tip in. Sir, no, don't play with me, play with your mama. But, you know, that's not what we're doing here. I said, I don't want to have sex. You said, I just want to give you head. I said, okay, but I'm not giving you no head back. That's not on me if I allow you to give me head and you all of a sudden tight because I didn't give you no head back. I already said no. You thinking you can change my mind because your head's so great. Sir, those are some feelings you need to process yourself. Because after I get up, because I've came, this is over. And that's it.
I mean, and I just want to bring up, I told you guys about Jesus, dude. Like, that dude was using the Lord to try to get to women, and he was wrong. But the one thing that Texas champion used to do right was give me head all through that. It was great. You know what I'm saying? I appreciated him. And you know what? Let me tell you something that he said that I appreciated. He was like, I'm not even going to ask you to, like, defile yourself and, like, reciprocate to me. Like, I'm just, like, I just want to please you. And I was like, what a noble man. And he went on to be a fireman. Yeah. So, shout out to Drew, wherever you're at.
Men out here, you know, being the respectable gentleman we expect them to be.
I mean, and he was fine, okay? He was fine as wine.
Kia, don't do that.
I thought he was going to be my husband, you know. And he was really all about that. He was like, I'm not even going to ask you. He literally said, I'm not even going to ask you to defile yourself by trying to do anything to me. I was like, whoa, okay. well, you don't have to do anything to me because, like, I respect you and I don't want you to feel any kind of way. And he was like, no, please. I am fit.
I'm like, y'all
what am I supposed to do?
Say, nah, I'm good.
What?
No. No. I didn't. No. I'm just going to say no. And my reason is because I matter.
Because you have a level of selfishness.
I have a level of selfishness. I'm okay with that. Like, look, here's the thing. There is nothing wrong with being selfish. It ranges in degrees. I tell my clients all the time to be selfish. Because now, is your selfishness damaging or causing harm to other people? That's when you need to evaluate the level of selfishness.
Listen, I done told plenty of girls, nah, I'm good. This is me. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I've told plenty of guys. Look, a dude just wrote me today and said, hey, I got a job. I'm a normal guy. Can I pull up to your job and can we bang? And I said, no thanks, sir. But good for you for trying. You know what I mean? I respect.
But you told a motherfucker no because you quote unquote half-ass participate in sex. I'm sexually active, and I tell a person no. Of course, you gonna tell a motherfucker no because you ain't trying to get penetrated. So why wouldn't you say no?
Oh, fair enough.
That should be your expected answer.
Even if he would have said, "Can I pull up on you?"
But back
even
then,
if he would have said,
I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Even if he would have said, "Can I pull up on you and give you head?" I would have told him no.
I don't know about all that. We got one in the queue. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, geez.
Okay. The official Enema Award goes to Casey because she is full of shit this whole conversation. I've been like rubbing my fucking temples this entire time listening to her. In perfect trouble. Oh my God. I really wish y'all would stop saying his truth, her truth. No, it's only one thing, the truth. Or you're fucking delusional. I've been hearing a lot of delusional bullshit tonight.
First of all, there's 3 sides to every story. His side, her side, and the truth. Anyway, but the thing
where's the delusion?
There's no delusion. If we out here having these experiences, there's no delusion. The delusion come in because y'all get in the bar or game night with the fellas and y'all on YouTube playing the game and y'all homeboys lying to y'all.
Yeah.
That's where the delusion come in. Cause I ain't going out like that. And yet he is. Or he be on the next line begging. And that be the type of stuff they be on. And who are we to deny?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why I need to act with some sort of crazy level of discretion when who's holding anybody else to those standards? I mean, maybe you guys are generalizing that, okay, maybe the standards you gentlemen are holding yourselves to are what you're generalizing to other men, which I respect that, but I would like to politely inform you all that like, I'm saying, like, what you guys are saying, like, I turned this down and I wouldn't do that, and that doesn't seem right. That seems a little weird to me. I'm here to add a little bit of a nugget of a widen the story here to say you guys are kind of some little outliers and anomalies because there's a little bit anecdotal evidence states that a lot more dudes are down to be doing that. And, like, you know, it's selfish, but, like, who's selfish? Like, point to me to a person that's not selfish, and I'll point you to a liar. So
that's not baseline selfish, though. You a little higher than baseline. You definitely not baseline.
I mean, what's baseline selfish?
But again, let me clarify. This is not women and dudes. It don't say women or dudes up there at all. You know what I mean? It's about people who do it. Okay. So I don't want anybody listening to make it seem like Leonard is saying something strictly for women or strictly for dudes. We only got to where we at this far is because the 2 ladies said that they participated, which I didn't expect. So that's why the conversation is where it's at now, to actually, because we got somebody actually participate to get information.
But
so I don't want to make it seem like I'm attacking y'all or it's about women and men, or what women don't do or what men don't do. Just to clarify, going forward for listeners.
We're not offended. I'm not. But no. So, but there are dudes who like they don't give head, and let that be your truth. But if you ain't eating, we ain't speaking.
I'm about to block here. After this, though. This is.
You ain't even, that's not even, and I think those should be an honest conversation. Like, if we start kicking it and we discuss having sex or whatnot, and you be like, well, I don't give head. Okay, bet. That's not gonna go nowhere.
I mean, you know what?
I appreciate your honesty.
That's true. That is true. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do agree to that because I was talking to this Nigerian brother, and he was like, "Oh, I don't give head." I said, "Oh, okay, that's cool. Like, you mean ever in life? Like, you just don't believe in that just for your personal self?" Yes, I don't give head. Then had the nerve and audacity to ask me, would I be interested in doing that? And I said, absolutely not, for sure. I'm going to take a hard pass on that one. Never in a day. Because, number one, I'm going first. Let's just be clear. And number two, you don't do that. So, I'm not going to do that because we're not on that level. But if we are on that level, you've already made it clear that that's not something that you do. So I have to respect you and bid you adieu.
Amen.
All right, hold on. We got one in the queue. Give me 1 second.
Did this girl just say anecdotal evidence? You didn't say empirical data. You said anecdotal evidence. Dude, you can't really say anecdotal when you ain't did the sexual deed yet. Head don't fucking count. Girls is 14 years old giving blowjobs. That shit don't count. Penetration or nothing.
Well, again, I'm not really sure what he's talking about. Sounds like some non-stereo conversations. But what I'm saying is we're just talking about oral sex here. So we're not talking about anything else pertaining to anything else. So I'm strictly talking about head. I'm not talking about any other. I'm not talking about vaginal or anal penetration. I'm not talking about hand jobs. I'm talking about oral sex. So that's where I'm talking about.
No hand jobs.
Well, my anecdotal experiences, I'm talking about straight up head. So I'm not going out of those parameters to anything else. Pretty much. But
that everybody's going to listen to this, man. Y'all make sure. You know what I mean? To call out, ask Kia, and call out KC, right at KC So Fly. That's 2 O's. So Fly, the number 1 on stereo. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Y'all make sure when y'all follow them on stereo that y'all bomb all they shows and call bullshit going forward. I mean, because they out here on some other shit.
I mean, if we didn't, believe in discretion, we probably could call some names and pull them out. But I'm just saying, this has happened.
That's
it's not some like it would be different if we was out here false claiming. This is happening, and this is happening now. Yeah. Like, this is still happening. This isn't some age old shit that we pull out. Like,
yeah.
And you meet. So I met my boyfriend on a dating app.
Mm-hmm.
You can imagine how many men just inbox you, like, can you sit on my face type thing. Like, it's not some foreign thing that we experiencing. Like, you over 35 talking about, can I sit on your face? Sir, you don't know me from a can of paint.
From a can of paint. Don't know anything about me, my status. If I'm truly a woman, you have no freaking idea. You're just unsure. You're just thirst trapping it. But I respect you, brothers, giving your honest opinion because, I respect that that's not something that you guys would partake in. We already know Reese is not about that. Like, first of all, if a woman said that to him, he would literally, I don't think physically, but he would definitely kick her out.
Like, man, you gotta go.
No. You guys ever watch The Fresh Prince? When Uncle Phil always kick Dad out and just throw him out the door.
Hey, ma'am. Sorry, this isn't the setting for you. I think you need to leave. Amen.
And they ain't gonna talk bad about it on social media.
But that's his truth and that's his right. Like, if he get into a situation and, you know, shorty like, I ain't giving you no head, and they already discuss it, he could very well say, okay, well, ma'am, you gotta go. Like, that's his right. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if he
I wish I could pay somebody to do that and record his reaction, because I know it would be the most hilarious reaction ever. This wouldn't even be like, oh, you're being pranked. It would just wouldn't even go well.
No, not knowing Reese. You probably could bail Reese out. You probably have to get bailed out.
But don't so laugh.
All right, let's go to the queue. Give me 1 second.
Plus, you the only nigga in 2022 that think it's still okay to give hand jobs. You should be arrested, man, for disorderly conduct in prison. Somebody call the fucking cops on her and Perfect Trouble.
AC does think it's cool for hand jobs. He out here giving niggas Indian burns.
I mean, if that's what he wanted.
That's what
nobody
I'm
want
saying.
that. Don't nobody want that. Don't let a dude tell you he want that. He don't want that.
Like, okay, so who am I? So I'm supposed to force myself on somebody who specifically asked for something?
No, you're not supposed to participate in any. That's what I'm saying. You're not supposed to participate in any of the foolery. Hey man, you grown as a bitch, man. I'm not giving you no hand job. You not 16, 17 years old.
I'm sorry. I had never done that before. I didn't know there was an age limit to hand.
Should be. On the adult, well, I'm 38, so everybody that's considered to be my friend, a close associate, is most likely all in our 30s and I can't tell you. I can call them all on the phone right now, and they'll tell you. You try to get them a hand job, they'll probably back in, and they know that they shouldn't touch women.
That's
They don't touch women, but that's how much of an insult it is. Like, I'm a grown ass nigga. If I ain't gonna get no vagina, nigga, I'm just not gonna get no sex. I'm cool with that.
He asked for the hand job.
A dude to give himself a hand job.
Okay, he asked for the hand job,
but there's nothing like that.
He should be ashamed of himself.
There's nothing.
And that man should be ashamed of himself.
There's nothing like a woman's touch.
Okay.
Listen, we were just talking about the other day. Some of you women out there got hands like men, calluses and everything.
I don't. First of all, my hands are nice and supple.
I ain't judging. Hello, we got one in the queue. What's going on, Miss Bias?
Who the hell still giving hand jobs?
Wow.
Oh, okay. Let me stop.
That's what that man requested.
Casey, hold on.
That's fine for the hate. I'll take the hate.
She got another one before she left. Give me 1 second.
Okay, if he asked for the hand job, then you not in the wrong, girl. It's all good. Right. That's what he wanted. I agree. Right. If that's what he wanted. Right. Hi, everybody on the panel. How y'all doing? This is some funny shit.
That's what I'm saying. He asked for the hand job. So I obliged.
I didn't say the man didn't.
Did he have enough food for the situation? No. Did I know that you're supposed to give it with your dominant hand? No. Was it a learning experience for us both? Yes.
That man must have got some fetish he didn't deal with it. But, you know,
you get your sister, please.
I mean,
you get your sister, please.
It was a rough situation. I mean, it wasn't the most.
Is that pun intended or?
No pun intended. I mean, there was a couple of, logistical errors. Did I show up to his house at 3 a.m. in a cheetah print pajama set? Yes. You know what I mean? Right. Did I think he was a serial killer for various reasons? Possibly. But, you know, life is
a learning experience.
Yeah. Exactly. You know?
And every day.
So, yeah, exactly. For sure. But I learned a lot from that situation. You know? But the best part was his bed was the most comfortable bed. He had a $5,000 bed. And it was deep. It was like sleeping on. I wanted him to just get away from me so I could just steal his bed somehow. I was like, this is the most beautiful, comfortable thing. He's like, yeah, it's $5,000. I was like, oh, okay. That's cool. Just stop talking so I can just enjoy this.
Hold on, we got one in the queue.
Oh, God. Not the dominant hand. Not the dominant hand. Which one is the dominant hand?
The hand that you're...
I got two of them.
With the hand that you write with.
All right.
You're supposed to do it with the hand that you write with because that's your strongest hand.
God damn.
So I did it with the not dominant hand. So, you know, that hand's not as, like, useful to me in class because I don't use it in a dominant way. So, yeah, it was rough. It was, if I had to give myself a Yelp review on that hand job, 1.5 stars.
Oh, man.
But that was partially because he didn't have enough lube, which, whose fault is that? I don't use lubricant. You probably should, you know, figure that out if that's what you're going to be doing. And I was like, do you need water or something? No, I was like, do you want to get some water? I was like, yeah, I was like, you have like a cup of water or something? Like, this is pretty dry. Like, it was a rough experience. That was a one and done situation. Oh, yeah, that was tricky. Oh, geez. I'm sorry, I'm getting sick.
He should never let you over his house again. He should be banned.
I would never go over there. First of all, I was like, are you a serial killer? Because I was like, I was watching too much Criminal Minds, and I was like, wouldn't that be funny if you didn't really have a roommate? It was just like a mop and a lawn chair.
Oh my God.
He was like, that wouldn't be funny at all. But I'm saying it while I'm doing it.
Why are you having a regular conversation while you giving people
we had a regular conversation.
You asked him if he a serial killer while you giving him a hand.
No, I was like, wouldn't that be funny if you were a serial killer and you really didn't have a roommate? It was just a mop and a lawn chair that you kept going inside in the room and talking to. Like, wouldn't that be funny? And he was like, no, that wouldn't be funny at all. And I was like, okay, maybe.
So, Casey, I'm going to just say that's why you wasn't focused on the task at hand. Because how do you manage to have that conversation in the middle of that?
He was having a regular conversation, too. He was talking about produce and hygiene. I did. That was my first ever time giving a handy.
First and
okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was like a one and done. I was just like, so I didn't even know what to do. I was like, do you want to touch my tata? Like, he's like, no, I'm okay. Like, this is so ridiculous. So yeah, we were just having a regular conversation, and then my hands started to get tired, so I switched hands, and then it was like more like coordinated, but it was like pretty dry, and I'm like, do you have like water or something? Like a cup of water.
Oh my God. I'm over here dying. Oh my God.
And he was like, no, I don't have any water. He's like, I've got some lube. I was like, sure. Like, but then it was like very little. And then he like poured it, but it was like mostly on my like on your hand where your thumb is, but like going into like your hand, not the palm of your hand. Like he just poured it the wrong way. So then I had to take the back of my hand and wipe it on his junk and try to equally distribute it. And I'm like, oh, this is going so bad.
Casey, it just sounds like you were really uncomfortable and you should have just opted out. But
I mean, I was like, this isn't going too well. Like, he was like, it's okay, you can stop.
But an A for effort is what we going for here. Cause
look, I tried my best.
All right, give me a second. We're 2 in the queue.
You asked him while you were giving him the hand job and it was dry as fuck, no lubricant, no nothing, it was a struggle, and y'all talking about is he a serial killer? What the
yes.
Oh my god.
And yeah, not my finest moment. Definitely not my finest moment.
Girl, how old was he? What? I ain't never heard of no shit like this. Like, what the fuck? You giving a hand job, y'all having a normal conversation. It should not be, he should not be able to talk. In any type of, like, what? I'm so lost. Oh God, when I'm touching a man like that, he don't have nothing to say. He's enjoying the moment. Like, he's not talking. He might be making a little noise, but he ain't saying. We not talking about no damn serial killer.
Nope. We're just having a regular conversation. We talked about produce at Hy-Vee. We talked about his dogs. We went a lot of places in the conversation. I was like, this is so freaking weird. Because he's just talking to me as if I'm not, touching his junk. So I was like, it was a rough situation. I don't know.
God damn.
It was messed up.
Well, going forward, you know what I mean? Depending on where y'all listen to this at, man, this is another episode of The Initiated. We might start a break-off TV series called, The Weird Stories of KC. You know what I mean? Because she clearly got some fucking Twilight stories. She jerking off niggas. She jerking off serial killers and all types of shit over here. So, you know what I mean? Y'all stay tuned going forward. We got another one in the queue. Actually, we got 2 more in the queue. Again, this is another episode of Initiated. You know what I mean? Shout out to X Kia. You know what I mean? Who wasn't over the top today. You know what I mean? Because she normally in the ball. That's what she be saying. And KC done took the cake. KC done hopped out the window. No bungee cord, no nothing. She out the window with the shit that she's saying today. You know what I mean? So shout out to KC. Y'all can follow all 3 of us on stereo, you know what I mean? Or the YouTube channel Amazing Studios or any streaming service. All right, let's go to the queue one time.
Malika, don't worry. She's living her truth, as Perfect Trouble would say. It's perfectly normal to do this weird ass shit in 2022.
She didn't say it was this year.
It was not this year.
Listen, if you a serial killer out there, contact KC So Fly. You know what I mean? If you trying to get your, you know what I mean? And she gonna look out for you.
You know what?
Casey would have got kicked out before she even began. The fuck? Soon as she got them rough ass therapist hands out, the fuck out my house right now. You ain't moving fast enough. Get the fuck out.
Okay. Now Reese pulling out shotguns on me.
Oh my god! The amount of hate, like, no.
You assaulted that man.
That is crazy.
With what you was doing. No. That's what it sounded like. Indian burn.
First of all, I did not expect that to happen. He was a dude in a suit. He only wore suits. So I felt like, ooh, high caliber dude. Here we go. Level up, get it together. Look at this guy wearing a nice suit. Look at all his suits. Everything's folded. He was in the military prior. Like, everything was great. And then he took off his shirt and had the dumbest tattoo I've ever seen in my whole entire life. He was like, oh yeah, I drew this. And then turned it into a tattoo. And it was a giant turtle shell. honest. It was so bad.
See, Kizzy, it sounds like you should have exited earlier, but yet you chose.
How long time ago?
It was rough. It was a rough situation.
Give us all of that in the beginning. It sounds like you shouldn't have been there.
Rough situation. I should not have been there.
You gotta be leery of them men, who seem too put together. They always got some weird fetish.
Yeah, he was crazy. He wasn't crazy. He was just like crazy, like his own life problems were crazy. He wasn't like hiding the bushes kind of crazy. He was like, I'm divorced. Like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of crazy. Like, yeah, my ex-wife cheated on me while we were in the military, and I couldn't. This is all during the hand job.
So how long was this hand job? Did y'all have these long ass conversations?
It was probably, I would say, about 7 minutes, which doesn't sound like a long time.
What?
But
hold on, so y'all had like 10 different conversations in 7 minutes.
Yeah, like first of all, I was talking about the serial killer thing, and then we went on, and he was like, I don't even know how we transitioned to like the fruit at Hy-Vee, and then he was just like, I was like, oh, so okay, because it was so weird. I'm like, I was like, are you in this? And he was like, mm-hmm.
Oh man,
what's going on with your life? And I literally was just like, oh, I wish I had my phone so I could like text my friend Kendra and tell her this is so ridiculous. Yeah, it was like it was a crazy situation. Then he just started talking about being married before.
I usually try to stand with my sisters all the time, but Casey, it sounds like you made a bad decision from the very start.
It was.
Like,
I didn't think it was gonna go that way.
Did he invite you over and then all of a sudden he was like, oh, I want a hand job? Like,
no. It was like it was so stupid. Like I said, we were just having a regular conversation from start to finish. So it was like, we were just laying there chopping it up, talking about life. And then he was just like, hey, do you want to, like mid-conversation, not even talking, not being sexual, not anything. And he was just like, do you want to like stroke me? And I was like, you know what? That's not a strength of mine, but I could probably try it out. You know what I'm saying? And like, he was like, okay, just try your best. And I was just like, oh shit.
Oh my God. So the moment you had a moment of hesitance, you should have just been like,
it was just hesitation because it was just like, oh no, you've never done this before. Like, I mean, I'm like, I watched some porn, so I saw how like it should go, I guess. But okay, I was like,
so this kind of leads into the conversation that we're having. He only wanted the hand job. Like, he didn't expect it to go anywhere else, and you didn't either?
No, I didn't. I was just like, I was like, hey, I'm not like, or anything. I was like, hey, do you want to touch a tata? Do you want to touch a boob? And he's like, no, I'm okay. And I was like, okay.
And I'm going to just say from personal experience, like, if I put my hand on your member, I'm either inserting it into one or two places. Like, why is my hand here? Like, and that, I guess for me, that's I'm like, so like, Casey, I think you should have opted out of this one.
But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he didn't like ask for anything. It was a strange situation. It was just weird as hell.
Hold on, I think we got two in the queue. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second.
Oh Lord, not 7 minutes. Not 7 minutes. Girl, you lucky to be alive. Oh my God. He was planning on killing you. How you got out of there? How did you get out of there? He was planning on killing you, girl. You lucky to be alive to tell his story right now. Girl. girl, if you would not have stroked them, he probably would have killed you. Like that. This sounds like some serial killer shit. Did you feel threatened? Did you feel safe in this situation? How did you get out of that? Did you feel safe, girl?
Yeah, I mean,
she had to finish the hand job.
Safe. No, like, I felt really safe because, like, when I tell you, everything was so beautifully decorated and it was so nice. I was just like, is this too gay? So I was like I was just like, it's just so nice. Like, everything was so nice. And, like, I don't know, a lot of guys that are very, like, coordinated with their, like,
see, that's why you should have paused.
No, not like, I'm just saying, like, it was like a compliment. I just was like, I was like, wow, this is really, like, nice, like, soft bedding. This is really, like, nice carpet. You know, this is, you know, I like how his, you know, clothes are organized. Like, you know, I just, like, look at the surroundings type of thing. Like, you know, like, this isn't, like, a trash heap or anything. You know, not that I expect it to be a trash heap, but I'm just like, oh, like, it's a really nice.
I don't like things that are too good to be true. That's how you should have known in the beginning. Like, listen, something right. Did a friend know where you were going?
Yes, of course.
I would have texted her. I
texted like 5 people. I was like, look, if you don't hear from me at this time, call 911. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm just, you know. I'm just telling you.
The minute I got there and I saw that he was too put together, like, if I can't find, like, immediate low flaws, like, this don't look like a bachelor pad, this type thing, listen, I gotta go. This not for me. So
I mean, but that was kind of his vibe, though. That was kind of his, like, whole vibe. So I was like, yo, what the hell is up with the suit? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have, like, regular clothes. Like, he's like, I just really, like, ever since I was younger, like, you know, I didn't have a lot of money or whatever. And, like, when I grew up and got to be, like, older, like, I just really enjoy how, like, suits make me feel and look as a man. Like, I have more casual wear, but, like, I usually just wear, like, you know, semi-formal. Like, this is, like, I was like, oh, okay. You know, I wasn't judging him because that was, like, a different type of man that I had ever talked to. So I was like, well, you know, that's a good thing for me to kind of open up the palette. But yeah, he was a weirdo. I can admit that. You know, it wasn't my finest moment giving a dry hand job to a dude on a $5,000 bed. I mean, I've been in worse situations, but that's yeah, that was one for the books for sure. That was, yeah, a little rough. Literally.
Definitely. I'm glad you're here to tell your story for real. I wouldn't leave it this one because you telling the story now was like so many red flags, and I'm like, what happened?
I mean, he just was like, he just was like an odd dude. Yeah, I just walked. I was just like, you know, we like he got in the shower, and I was like, okay, and then we chatted a little bit more. And then
did he finish?
Yeah.
If he didn't finish, you probably wouldn't be here to tell the story.
Wow. Well, okay, fair enough.
That probably saved your life.
So, yeah, I was just like, I don't like hand jobs. This is pretty ridiculous.
Like, that's why I say, shouldn't nobody be liking hand jobs. Hand jobs is trash.
I mean,
if you're an adult.
Right, but I think people should put the narrative that you're supposed to use the hand that you write with. You can't just use any hand. Like,
well, Casey,
you know, you gotta use your dominant hand.
If you was in the loop of sex, then you would know you should be using the correct hand. That's why that need to be out here. Because everybody that knows would use their dominant hand, and they would know to have lube.
First of all, not my crib. I don't have a wiener. I don't have a wiener, and I'm not a serial killer, so I don't just carry around lube just in case. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, dude, he had it. He had lube. It was just like, I guess it had been used a bit. Like, you know, like, he's like, oh, I'm almost out of lube. I'm like, okay.
See, but that's what I'm saying. But if you was
this
in the
conversation
loop,
already went left already, so I'm gonna just be like,
if you was in the loop, a woman, that's what I'm saying. A woman would know what to do next, but you're not willing to do that type of stuff. So then it makes the situation awkward because it shouldn't be dry.
Yeah, like. And for some reason, some men get a kick out of your spit on them. So
yeah, I never got that, but yeah,
like me,
but I don't think KC would do that. I don't think KC would do that. So that's why I'm not saying it.
I never got that. I never got that.
Earlier, when you was mentioning the lube, I wanted to be like, well, why you didn't just spit on him?
Well, I didn't want to be saying. Like, no, I wasn't. So that's why I was like, do you have a cup of water or something? Is there a cup of water nearby?
Did you say water?
But you gotta look at me for a second.
Water should not be used in sex as a lube, bro. That shit gonna dry out, bro. Water should not a lube. You know what I mean? That's one. But again, as Kia stated earlier, in her life, you know what I mean, and she's in the current situation, you know what I mean, she got a boo thing. If it pull it out, it's going in one or two areas. I'm on that area, so I don't really need lube. You know what I mean?
Right?
Because I'm not getting no hand job. I'm not getting no hand job.
Okay, I guess everybody's anti-hand job over here, but I'm just saying, if somebody asks for a handy, you would think that they would have all the materials needed other than their wiener.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't ask for some dude to finger blast me if I wasn't aroused enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a wiener. I don't know what you need for this setup. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what your junk requires to get you off. So figure it out, bro. Like, we're a team. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. So I guess he thought it was pretty. I don't know what his thoughts were because we were talking about fucking him being a serial killer because I just watched the Criminal Minds marathon, and you know those episodes of Criminal Minds where it's like the serial killer will walk in the room like, Mom, I'm punishing all the bad girls, and it's like, I know, darling, keep punishing the bad girls, but it's just like a mop or like a skeleton, like they're just crazy and not actually talking to anybody.
And I guess for me I always want to know why. So we already adults, and I pray no children's listening. What? I'm just trying to figure out why lube was necessary. Like, was there no pre-cum? Like, what's happening?
Listen, it was a crazy situation, right? It was such a random situation. It was not even anything like, ooh, we're talking sexy or we're talking spicy. It was such a matter, it was so matter-of-factly. I was just like, sure.
Was the stuff aroused in this during this conversation?
Yeah, when I was it wasn't flopping in my hand. Yeah. It was just weird.
Yeah, you should got the fuck up out of there.
Yeah. I did. You know, I just was okay, he was.
If you'd have been talking about that stuff, if that was me, there's no way my stuff could have been. You'd have been put out on. We'd have just stopped and watched TV or something, because that shit that's whatever you talking about. You said you talking about fruit and hygiene and fucking.
We were talking. It was a regular.
What the fuck?
It was a regular conversation. That's why I was so
So and you was looking him in his eye when y'all was talking. Y'all was looking each other in the face.
No.
I don't know. We pray that you still here. You know what I mean? Because I don't know.
No, we're gonna want to thank
a weird situation.
Whoever you pray to, that you made it to tell you.
Yeah, let's thank Jehovah Jireh. Okay, I recognize that was not that wasn't again.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
It could have easily. Okay,
blessings to this man, but. Yeah.
All right, we got one in the queue. Give me 1 second, ladies.
That's a scary one.
Facts.
See, girl, I think you was dealing with a serial killer with OCD that happened to be an asexual. Yes. Them people is crazy as fuck. It is what it is. It is what it is. I think you ran into a asexual guy And he was just trying to try it. He didn't even have no lube, no nothing. Was he a virgin? Was this his first time? Because that would make more sense. Because I'm trying to put it together. Like, this some weird. This weird.
No.
Yeah, see, because that's it.
Sorry, let me put a clarifier. I'm sorry. Let me. There's a big chunk missing from this story. He had like sent me videos of him like wanking off before, so I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's what you're into. Like, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, oh, okay, right. So right on. You know what I'm saying? No shade. Everybody gotta get it how they live. We're all. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, but it was never like, ooh, touch yourself or send me a sexy. So I was just like, this is what I'm saying. I've gotten so many deep pics in my life that
unsolicited. We will stop.
Yeah, no, solicited or unsolicited, either one. Whenever I receive one, I immediately start looking at the background. I'm like, oh, you're gonna toilet paper. That's a nice bathroom carpet. Ooh, I wonder what kind of tile work that is. Because I don't even look at the junk because it's just like, I'm not a dude, so this isn't like arousing. Like, I get why guys send D-pics because guys send D-pics to women because guys want a reaction that women get. Because guys think, oh, I would be aroused if I got a picture of a hoo-ha or some tatas or some ass. So then they assume that a woman would also be turned on in the same way that they are. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. But some people, if they're in like a relationship and super connected and they're really on that with each other, then yeah, but it's just not, women just aren't turned on in the same way that guys get turned on. So I think that's a mistake that dudes constantly make. So he was like,
about that. A lot of women ask for D-pics.
Do they?
Yes. I don't know. Wow. I don't know what it does. Because even a woman sending me a pic doesn't do anything for me.
Very noble. I appreciate that.
It's not noble. I want to see the shit in person. What the fuck a picture gonna do? I'm not working off. What the fuck is a picture gonna do? That's what I'm saying. There ain't no hand jobs over here.
I knew there was.
I thought you would be a noble gent.
No, you gonna get blocked.
Back to that statement.
I'm a grown ass man. I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Like, certain things should end. And it's between men and women, or on men and women, because things happen at different times. Some things just when you become a grown person by age alone, 21, and a different level when you become an actual adult, when you got a level of responsibility while being grown. Two different things. So you could be irresponsible. You could be an irresponsible as a grown person.
Yeah,
it's things that just don't appease me at them different circumstances. Like if a girl, if I don't know nothing about women to a degree, and she send me some breast pics or just nude, of course I'm gonna be turned on as a young dude, 16, 17. Oh shit, nigga, what's this, nigga? This a breast? Is this a nipple? What the fuck is this other color thing that's around it? They call that an areola. You know what I mean? Something like, I don't know what the fuck that is. So it looks appealing. You know what I mean? I might still be somewhere on that level if I'm got that still immaturity level. So I'm just like around 20, 21, because you can still be in school. That's college level. You know what I mean? Still at that time. But as a grown man, you send me a picture, you probably don't get blocked, bro. I'm 38 years old. What the fuck am I gonna do with a picture? But that's me, you know what I mean? But I think people should be aging out of stuff. Some people don't. And whatever, you know what I mean? Float your boat and whatever you can't help to be attracted to, or what turns you on is what turns you on. You know what I mean? But me personally, I got out of that a long time ago. Since I've been in my 20s, you cannot send me no picture of nothing.
I mean,
and it's because they don't do anything for me. I've received pics before. It didn't do nothing for me. It made me want the woman physically more, but I'm not gonna double back ever to look at the picture because it makes me want you in the physical. So what the fuck do I need a picture for?
Because she might be, it might be a little foreplay during the day.
No, the foreplay is just finna be me knocking at your door.
Oh wow, that's not.
But foreplay. I'm just okay. So like you were working, like 1:00 in the afternoon. midday, and your girl send you a picture of her in lingerie, just let you know she waiting on you. That doesn't do anything for you?
No, look, okay.
Let me come catch you on your break.
I see those pictures, right? And it made me want her even more right then. But the catch-22 is, I'm at a job where even before the post office, when I was a manager at Paul Davis or a supervisor at Pearly, I can get mandatory overtime like crazy, or I have to stay back to help my crew. So if you send me some shit at 3 o'clock and I'm maybe supposed to leave at 4 and I turn around and I got to stay another 4, 5, 6 hours, that's like torture. After you done send me the picture and I can't do nothing and I'm on stuck, oh my God. It makes me want to choke you. Like, why would you
wow.
Why would you send me this?
Now you choking the chick.
Who's
the serial killer now?
That's the nigga that you was talking to, giving a hand job to. That's who the serial killer is. It definitely ain't me. That nigga probably still had his full 3-piece suit on when you was jerking him off. Was he even naked? Or did he still have on clothes when you was doing this?
He opened up his shirt and she saw his tattoo. You're not listening.
No, so he took off his shirt eventually, and I was like, what is that on your chest? And he was like, oh. He was like, oh, you see, because I painted that painting. I'm really into art, even though I'm like more serious.
What about the rest of his clothes? Did he still have his pants and boots and shoes on and shit?
No, he went in the shower. She said that.
Before the hand
job, he was in like boxers and a shirt.
Boxers and a t-shirt. Okay.
Or like,
so he pulled it through the hole?
No, I don't think so. No.
So
listen. It was definitely not my finest hour. It was definitely wilding. I was wild, and I was talking about friend Kitty and she was like, I told her a story, and she's like, dude, like, you're gonna dateline the fuck out of you. And I was like, dude, I know.
You was gonna be on the back of a milk carton.
Yeah. So I have 2 questions, and then I think we're gonna leave the serial killer.
Yeah,
where he's at.
Yeah, we actually gonna get up out of here. We at the 2-hour mark. Thanks everybody. You know what I mean?
Were you younger? This is my first question, and then the second question: were you afraid at any point in this moment?
Was I afraid at any point? No.
Okay.
Was I younger? No.
Oh God. Okay. All right.
I wish this was a story for me being 19. I would love to say I was for sure over 25 when this happened. So
I honestly was hoping that you was gonna say, I was afraid that if I didn't do it, he was going to react incorrectly.
No, I wouldn't listen, I'm nobody's victim, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't like, oh, if I got the heebie-jeebies, I'm just so scared, I gotta just give this dude a dry handy. Like, nah, it wasn't like that. It was awkward. It was more awkward than like uncomfortable. It was only uncomfortable because it was so awkward. It was just like random. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just kind of like a situation like if your elbow's itching, you're like, wow, that's a weird thing that's happening because that doesn't really ever happen. Like, oh, okay. I guess that's a thing. It was crazy. So that was just... So they'll never let me live it down, will they? Always bringing up the handies.
Because you gotta stop doing that. That's what I'm saying.
That was the one and only time I ever did
come to you with that, you say, nah, I'm good.
That has literally never happened to me in my entire... That's what I said. I was like, that was the first hand job I've ever in my life given, and the last.
Have you seen this dude again since then?
Since after the handy?
Yes.
Did I see him after the handy? I saw him after the handy.
Like on dating levels, or
He invited me out to this bar, club, whatever thing, and he was there with some of his friends. So, like, I brought my friend because I didn't want to go there by myself because I felt like it would have been socially unequal. And yeah, it was like, I mean, we stopped talking because I was like, you're a, what's the word? It's like you're like an attention seeker. He's like an attention seeker. So I was like, I think you're just like, you're too into like social media attention, you know, because I was like, he would like post stuff on like social media and I'd be like, because like I'm talking to him, so I'm like, why are you posting like weird stuff like this? And he was like, oh, it's just how I express myself. And I was just like, I don't got time for this. Bye. So yeah, that is how that ended.
I'm glad you got out.
I mean, I wasn't even in anywhere. Yeah, it was just an awkward situation. I mean, and I guess it didn't help that I was in like a full on leopard print pajama set. I think that's the part that made it the more crazy part for me, because I'm like, what the fuck am I wearing? Like, it was so stupid. Oh, that was so crazy. But yeah, glad I listened to the tale, guys.
You guys be safe out here in these streets, because
wow.
Yeah. Go get your ladies, get your closing remarks.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. Me and Casey may do a show on Tuesday. We're gonna try and see how that works out.
Yes.
But definitely, thanks for having me. This was an interesting one, and I'm glad that I wasn't on the chopping block tonight. Honestly,
yeah, because you know what I'm saying, so off the wall. So if I don't jump out the window, you normally jump out the window.
It's me.
Casey was out the window like a motherfucker today, and she never came back in the window.
Well, my closing remarks are: if you're going to give a hand job, please use your dominant hand to start out with.
God damn.
And make sure they've got enough lube, not like 3/4 of a tablespoon, because that's no good. And
that nigga had no vegetable oil, corn syrup.
Oh my god!
You know what? I just
put corn
I asked
now.
for
Oh my
god! She ain't spitting it. I'm just trying to help the situation, man. That's I don't know.
Yeah, no, pretty. Yeah,
low lotion, sure. But you know.
You know what? And I'm not even gonna say I'm not even gonna say this because it'll have so much judgment. Oh,
you gotta say it now.
I'm not even gonna say it. Okay, all I'm gonna say is he was not black. That's all I'm gonna say.
We already knew that.
Okay, I just want to say. Because, like, lotion, like, I don't know if they use lotion.
We already knew that. But some of them do have lotion. No, I knew that from the turtle tattoo. But I was already I was already thinking it when that's all he asked for. But once you said the turtle tattoo, that was confirmation. So, you know, hey, do your thing.
Like, in the middle of his chest. And it wasn't a regular turtle, like with a turtle shell. It was just like the top of the shell and tiny little legs coming out of it. And then like the inside was some stupid ass design. And it looked so fucking dumb. It's just like, I'm an artist, so like I designed
oh man.
No, you couldn't do that to any minority that I know of, Hispanic, African American, not even Asian maybe. You definitely can't do it to no type of Hispanic or African American. Give a motherfucker a dry ass hand job while talking about being a serial killer and fruit and get away with it.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Not no black dude. So once you said that and y'all have a conversation about family, oh yeah, this dude got it.
Yeah. That's not even a stereotype. It's just kind of like facts over there. Like, but you know, it's okay. We just, you know, that
you here for another episode,
right?
You know what I mean?
And that's what matters. Yeah. That's what counts.
Yeah. He got whatever it is that he needed out of that situation. And, you know what I mean?
I think so.
That allowed you to get out that situation. So, you know what I mean? Y'all both win.
Yeah. Yeah, and retrospectively, I probably shouldn't have talked about him being a serial killer, because if he was, that probably would have been a trigger. So
you probably would have thought that you was on to him. Mm-hmm. Oh, she found out. Oh, now, she was cool. I was gonna let her live.
Yeah.
Now she knows.
But
with that, we can get up out of here. It's been another
episode guys.
Of The Initiated. Now, we normally record these on live on stereo, of course, on Fridays. We pushed it back yesterday to today, but it's going back to Fridays, of course. So, you know what I mean? Iced Coffee be back Monday. Excuse me, Casey and Kia show should be Tuesday. I don't know if they got a time set up, possibly, but they're working on that, so make sure y'all hit that follow. But again, that's if you want to participate live. If you're hearing this, most likely you listening to this on another streaming platform, all right? So if you want to participate live in our live recordings and be in the audience and have your comments heard, because we play all comments, you got to listen to us on stereo. So Iced Coffee will be back Monday. Live from LA will be back Tuesday. And The Initiated is always recorded on Friday, all right? With that, man, appreciate it. Everybody still stay safe out here, man. Don't be giving nobody no hand jobs without the proper lubrication.
And the dominant hand.
And use the dominant hand.
hand.
Go with your first mind sometimes. I know sometimes, you know what I mean, we be trying to go after certain things or try to feel a certain way. Man, if a situation don't seem right, leave. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up out of there, man.
And also,
or ignore no really red flags.
Or awkward. You know what I mean? It can be awkward. And that's
also leopard print pajamas are always a good choice for your sleepwear.
And that's a different thing. You shouldn't. Never mind. I'm not going to get that because I don't even know why you was there at that man's house at 3:00 in the morning. But that's neither here nor there.
Right.
All right. So shout out Reese. Shout out Bias for coming through and their commentary. And we'll catch y'all guys on the next one, man. Again, be safe. Have a good weekend with the rest of the weekend. Tomorrow Sunday. You know what I mean? Have a good Sunday. Go get the word if you're getting that word. Get some good Sunday dinner. Whoever cooking, send me a plate. You know what I mean? And
I'm not cooking. Tomorrow's my birthday.
Oh yeah! Shout out Kia.
Oh,
tomorrow's Kia's birthday. Well, technically, shout out Kia's son. I don't know his name, but no disrespect. Shout out Kia's son because it's his birthday technically. But Kia being a bad mother for this week. You know what I mean? And shout that out because she don't want to throw her son a birthday party. Let's let that be known. But then she want to celebrate her birthday tomorrow. You know what I mean? So y'all talk to her about that.
My birthday will be celebrated with rest. And my son is not lacking anything. He's having his own personal party that his mother's not throwing this year. She's done the last 7. Gosh.
He got at least 10 more to go.
No, he don't. He only got 4 more in him. 13, 16, 18, and 21.
Yeah, she cut him off this year, so it's kind of rough.
But you already at the end, so you might as well do the other 8.
And absolutely 7? Not.
What is it, 10, right? No, 12,
I said,
10?
Like with everything else in my life, I set clear expectations when his birthday party was over last year that we will not be participating in this again until you're 13.
Yeah, that'll cause me to run away from home. I ain't dealing with that.
That little boy shops at least twice a week. He's not lacking anything. He'll be fine.
We'll see. We'll see. You know what I mean? You're going to be the worst mother in the world.
That's all I wanted for my birthday. Rest.
All right, well, he going now, so make sure you get your rest tomorrow.
I
won't hear no excuses come Monday. New week. I don't want to hear about what you didn't do, that you didn't get no rest, and no excuses. You know what I mean? Little man, you know what I mean? Enjoying with his pops. So, again, happy birthday, Kia, for tomorrow. And, again, we'll see y'all Monday, man. Appreciate y'all being here. Make sure y'all follow the podcast. Again, that's Iced Coffee. You can follow Live from LA or The Initiated. You know what I mean? And we got another show that will be mixed in these podcasts, but I don't think I'm going to make it a separate podcast called Judge and Jury. You know what I mean? And that's coming real soon. And a lot of things coming, man. Y'all make sure to follow the YouTube channel too, Amazing Studios. You can catch all the videos for podcasts on there. You know what I mean? If that's what you want to do. And with that, man, peace, love, blessings. Everybody stay safe. We out. Peace.
Good night.
Bye.